Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and gals. Welcome back to the Division 2 Championships here in Wollongong, New South Wales. Today we have the game of the day potentially between the Ladies Lounge from Queensland and Hills Ultimate from New South Wales. My name is Daniel Clinton. I am joined by Hilary Humes. Good morning, Hilary.
Good morning, Dan. I'm so excited for this game. This is going to be so thrilling.
It's going to be the game of the day, I predict. Oh, Molly Young straight away working out of the isolated field runner. They kick it off straight down the field, 1-0.
30
Ladies
seconds
Lounge.
in, and they've already scored. That's a great way to start the day.
Isn't it just? Just straight down the field.
Beautiful morning here. Thank you to Destination Wollongong for hosting us, and thank you to Hills Ultimate who are playing and have also running the tournament.
Yeah, spectacular job, spectacular field, spectacular location, and spectacular weather this morning.
Absolutely. Fabulous weather.
Hilary, as our special liaison to the Bureau of Meteorology, what's on the weather forecast for today?
The weather forecast. All right, well, yesterday we saw a lot of wind. We're not going to see as much wind today, thank goodness. But there's going to be some variable speeds. So at the moment, we're sitting around 20 to 25 kilometres per hour. A warm 24 degrees at the moment with a high of 29 degrees today. Perfect conditions, really, for Frisbee.
It is. A little bit of a thrower's breeze.
Definitely a thrower's breeze, but, you know, a confident thrower won't be concerned with the wind. They'll embrace it and they'll use it to their advantage.
But it'll separate the girls from the ladies, won't it?
Oh, yeah. And
Okay,
this is
Kristen
the game.
Knott, big pull. It's going to hang nicely, get the defense down there and have them an opportunity to get set. Oh, and there it is. They're going to jam it straight down the field. Unfortunately, a little bit too far, maybe catching the breeze there.
I like that look, though. Get it out early. Get those legs pumping.
All right, Molly Young with the disc. Going to work it. Oh, and she's going to stick it. Unfortunately, it cannot be recovered. Sutton looking downfield. High stall is going to miss, shoots. Knight will pick it up for the Lowndes ladies. We've had a turn each way. Young snags that one from behind. Young, reset. Working out of a horizontal of sorts. Or maybe just a bit of a messy vert stack. Not in the very recognisable glasses. Looks for the around, gets the break off. Sutton will get herself a block. It's Tara G. She's going to stick it again. That's the second look into the end zone. Twice she's overthrown it.
Just a bit much on that disc. The wind is blowing that way, so they do need to be careful when they release it. If they put a bit too much flick on their wrist, it will go straight out the end zone. But it was a good look nonetheless. They just need to make sure that they're watching where their players are running.
Tara, originally from the Central Coast of New South Wales, lives in Sydney, plays Ultimate, married to the one and only Tim G. Oh, nice looking flick. It's going to go a little bit long. That's the second block for Sutton. She's everywhere at the moment. Reading the disc very, very well. Looking for motion down this near sideline. That's Andrea Wang with the Frisbee. Looks for the Sutton for the reset. Can't find it. Well covered. Gets the inside break. Goldstiver looking the end zone and gets it. Fiato with the goal. It looks like there is a pick call though. So I'll go back. Goldstiver's going to get another opportunity. All right, disc is tapped in. Goldstiver with the Frisbee. Finds Sutton, who's been everywhere this point. Can't find Goldstiver up the line. It's very, very compressed on the strong side. Finds Goldstiver out the back. Hills with a bit of a lateral movement, finding a score to level it up 1-1. Hillary, you had an opportunity to talk to the Hills team before the game starts. Did you find out anything interesting?
I had a very brief chat to their spirit captain, Shoots. They're just looking forward to a good game. They know they're going up against a tough competitor and they're looking to capitalise on this wind. They want to play some clean frisbee today. That was about it. They were getting ready and warming up for their game.
Shoots, of course, is the nickname of Emily Goldsiver. And, well, now it's Hills. They're going to go back on defense. The last time we saw the Lounge Ladies offense, they went on Route 1 down the middle of the field using an isolated pull reception, a feld runner. We'll see what they bring this time. No Molly Young out there.
As you say,
nice.
Dan, this is going to be an exciting game. Why is it so exciting?
Well, both of these teams 2-0 in the tournament, Hillary. And this is to decide the seeding heading into the round of 16 single elimination that will be the format from here on out. So this decides whether you go through seed 2 or seed 6. And there's a big difference. So we see turns either way. Lounge Ladies first, turning the disc over, and then Hills. It's going to be Sal Hill picking this up. Sally, one of the most experienced ultimate players in this Hills ultimate side. He just gets tapped in. Oh, and he's going to stick it. Underthrows it a little bit. It's Kath Matthews, and she's standing on the line. So a little bit of a brief discussion.
We had the game advisor there, though. Does she want to talk about foot on the line or anything like that?
So Lucy Alexander is going to be our head game advisor today. Steve Baker is on the far sideline. She'll be helping out the players. Well, they will both be helping out the players with any rules knowledge, any discussions. Oh, bit of an ambitious forehand that blades over a little bit. Gianna Leone. And this lounge ladies, or the ladies lounge rather, their team is mostly Brisbane, with a few pickups. The Townsville ladies team actually fell over. They couldn't make it. So Dusty and the ladies lounge team decided to take them on. He said that they are very, very good players and they deserve to represent.
That's
Is the direct quote from Dusty. And after what we've seen thus far, I would have to agree. Hawkins throws down the line. That's Leone. Goes with a better looking forehand this time. Near side, McKellar is going to air it out. Well read, however. And the ladies lounge will get this one back. Oh, and now there's going to be a long throw. It's just a little bit misdirected, though. That one is coming to us.
I think that Thruer knew straight away once that released her hands. She knew what was happening. She could read it.
See a bit of a replay of that catch on the sideline. So Sal Hill is going to bring it in again for Hills. Looking, pivoting. Throws a pretty good forehand up the line. It floats over the defender. Hills thus far struggling to really find any kind of width across the field. They're very much caught on this strong side. McKellar looks, goes down the line. Kath Matthews, that's what she's known for. Great defense. Long-time Firetail. Played Honey for many, many years. Oh dear. That's Walker. Not having a good point at the moment. Hawkins is going to put up an interesting one. Kath Matthews, though, reads it the best, goes fast. Quality of the game's just deteriorated a little bit here.
I think the girls are just getting a little bit nervous. I think they know how important this game is. They're very tense. It's only the third point, but we've already seen 4 turnovers just in this 1 point. They need to calm it down, and they just need to use their composure They both have incredible skills.
Sal Hill puts a pretty good forehand into the open side. McKellar coming at a great rate of knots. Can't quite get it under control. Very hard to catch with your left hand when you're moving full speed. So another turn results. Ladies Lounge, their possession. Oh, here we go. It's a good-looking huck, and that is a Walker bringing that down. She's had a rough point thus far, but she's making up for it.
That was a great grab as well.
Excellent grab. Oh, Kath Matthews with a bid. Can't quite get there.
Just a low throw, little bit angling towards the ground, so it was really hard for the player to actually read it and pick it up really quickly.
Walker is going to, or rather Hawkins is going to pick this up for Hills. Inside break. Nice throw, Leone. Comes back, Hill. Hill opens up the backhand. Kath Matthews reads it the best, however. She's everywhere is the diminutive Matthews.
That was great heads-up awareness. That's what you want to see from these defenders. Looking at where is the disc, watching all of the action, but also sticking to your player.
Oh, what a grab. That's some top stuff right there. And now there's another good-looking throw. Big meters down the strong side. Ladies Lounge, it's the most they've made thus far. That last throw kills them again, however.
Do you think it was the throw or the wind that just has picked up?
Well, to be fair, the wind is gusting.
Yeah.
And it's making things very interesting.
It is making things very interesting. I think this will be what will be the decider for this team. If the wind continues to pick up like this, and it is so variable, a team that can adapt to this type of conditions.
This call is interesting. I'm concerned here. Yeah, a horizontal out of the coffin corner. That is not a good tactical play there. Sal Hill poaching the lane, trying to get this back. The disc will pop. It's brought down. Not Geisler. That's Sandra Poon with the disc. She's had some good throws. Matthews gets up the line. That last throw is what we're looking for. Can the Ladies Lounge punch in? Goes outside in. The wind. Steps in and says, none of that now, Kath.
That was challenging there because what we actually saw from Ladies Lounge, they were all in a horror at the back of the end zone, but they weren't actually creating space for each other because the defenders were just in front, causing the thrower to have to throw into a very small channel, making it incredibly difficult, and that's what we saw, a turnover.
You can hear the wind through the game mics. Hawkins is going to bring it in for Hills. This is not a good play. They need to go vertical here and try and create width. The horizontal set is not going to get them what they want out of this. But they're going to stick with it. They're going to try it anyway. The throw goes up. Kath Matthews.
Kath Matthews! She's already a star player of this game with 3 intercepts or blocks.
Just in this point. And then throws the assist. Kath Matthews. What a player to have on your side. Stands 4'0" in shoes, but plays like she's 7'4".
That's right.
Well, that makes it 2-1. Bit scrappy to start with. Did you have a pick for who's going to win this game heading into it, Hillary?
Oh, no.
No?
You can't, no, nah.
I can't beat you into that?
A blanket no. You can't slyly get me into choosing who's going to win. But this will be a really interesting game. Both teams beating Factory Flare and Tempest yesterday in their pool plays. So it'll be a tough one to see who can outskill the other one in these weather conditions.
Is it going to be skill that is the difference?
Yeah. I think when you're faced with something where it's going to change the shape of the disc, whatever you put up into the air, and that is with the wind, you're going to have to use your skill to get there.
Well, you heard it there. Skill is the order of the day. Can the teams execute? Thus far, we have seen the wind being equally cruel to both sides, showing no favourites whatsoever. Kristen Knott is going to pull. It's pretty good considering she's going into the teeth of a very gnarly breeze at this stage, blowing about 25k an hour. Sutton, middle of the field. She's in a pretty good spot. The outcut goes. She doesn't throw it. Looks, and is going to jack it now. It's outside in. The wind, however, pushes that out of bounds on a calm day. That's a pretty good throw.
Yeah, she had a high stall count. She was a little bit worried about where she was going to throw it. I wasn't too sure about that zone, but it seemed to actually work. It seemed to put the pressure on Hills, and they threw it away.
Again, this tactical decision to run a vertical out of the coffin corner.
It's not your favourite, is it?
The problem with a horizontal is it doesn't create width.
That's right. And that's probably
It creates vertical spacing, not horizontal spacing.
Yeah.
Whereas a vertical stack, you can create some width on the field and try and get off this low side. Sutton again, the stall, gets a little bit high, but she manages to move it on. Gets the reset back. Nice meters. They're still stuck on the low side of the ground. Wang looking down the field. Sutton directly behind her. Nice cut. Covered well by the mark. High stall. Another turn results. The Ladies Lounge will have the disc back, and it's going to be Molly Young. The call is it went out of bounds. Oh, it's a stall. Okay. We'll have to compare that with the stall we saw yesterday, which was about 5.5 seconds. I think that one was maybe 7.5.
That was very quick. But again, it's not up to us, is it, Dan?
No, it's not. Self-officiated is ultimate. Violation is called. Molly Young is going to bring this in for Ladies Lounge. Hell of a player to have with the disc.
Do you know much about Ladies Lounge, Dan?
No.
Yeah. Well, what I know about them is that they have actually never played a tournament together. So that's really impressive that they've come out here, Div 2 Nationals, and they've won two of their games yesterday.
That outside in. Oh, my word! Has she caught that? No, she has not. Okay. I'll sit down. Sutton with that outside in again. Every single time. She's airing it out. No fear. It's going to be Tegan Don. Nice throw. Again, more throws for meters coming down the low side of the field. Knott is underneath this one. The throw bobbles a little bit. She can't get there. That's Rosalie Ash. It's going to throw into space. Can't quite get there. Goldstiver ending up on the turf there. So Kristen Knott will bring this up for the Ladies Lounge. They're finding it really, really hard in this wind to generate much movement, get the disc past halfway at this stage. Knott fakes the throw down the field and then gets in the middle of the field. This is much better from Ladies Lounge. Positionally, oh, the disc is up and floating. Nice grab. Plyne throws it. Knott can't get there. They did get over the halfway, but then the wind steps in and says, that's enough of that. Then a quick turn.
You can hear their coach on the sideline, Ladies Lounge coach, that is, yelling, chilly, chilly. He wants his team to settle down.
See Madeline Young, she's setting the stack. She's going to lead off, be the primary cutter, clears the space. Throw for meters by Don. Again, throw for meters off the hands. This game is an arm wrestle at the moment. It's about position. Both teams struggling to complete passes, struggling to find good offensive options. Isolated cutter in the lane, doesn't get it. There's Sutton again, that outside in. It's underthrown. And there's the turn. A good block is the result. Negged with the play. Kristen Knott going to call a timeout, which I think is a great plan. So we'll take a quick break along with the players, and we'll be back with the conclusion of the ladies' pool play for Australian Division 2 Nationals here in Wollongong. Well, coming out of the timeout, Hillary, we got some responses from Hills Ultimate about their team. Can you tell us a bit more?
So Hills have been doing some rigorous training
Rigorous?
for months.
Rigorous.
Rigorous. Oh, ongoing training. They've been, their primary training has been winery tours and just having fun. And I think that's the type of vibe that they want to bring out here today. They just want to have lots of fun. They want to get a good spirit score, but they also want to play to win.
Well, we see a turnover there, just getting caught on Kristen Knott's hands a little bit. Sutton will pick this up and play it in for Hills. They're very close. There's the cut to the open side. Knott is in there. She's on the deck. Goldstiver pats her on the back. Yeah, everything's cool there. Kristen Knott, hell of a reliable player, Hillary.
I have played against her in a couple of games, and she's fierce.
Death and taxes would let you down before Kristen Knott does. Hell, very, very reliable. This is a set play to try and get a reset. Doesn't come. Don, however, does find the meters down the sideline. Young with a low throw. Can't quite complete it. Hills, their turn to go back on offense. Sutton, she's had a couple of blocks early. Been raining death on the end zone, that outside in backhand.
She just wants to send it long. I sense that.
Oh, now it gets hand blocked! That was as clean as you like, Michaela Pline. Boom! It hit a brick wall. It was going nowhere. Send it back. He got rejected.
Absolute shutdown.
Oh, my word. And now Ladies Lounge, just as you thought Hills were going to score, the Ladies Lounge off the back of a huge hand block go the other way and level this game. Actually, they go up the break. 3-1 now. Oh, what a turn of events.
What a way to finish that point. What a boost of confidence for Ladies Lounge. They got out of the tough situation down on the other end zone to score.
That is the best hand block you're going to see all weekend. She's shaking her hand too. She rejected that. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing to see. It was so clean. So we see Simon Wood on the line calling the offense for Hills. Oh, the replay. Look at it.
Beautiful.
Oh, send it back the way it came.
That was really nicely read as well. She could see that player. She was reading that player very well, knew that she was going to step out and throw that flick. She put her hand in the perfect position.
It was actually blind. She got the bookend as well. She scored the point. Well, here comes the pull, and that could be the story of this game. With this breeze being a strong upwind, downwind kind of game, G can't bring that under control. And with Ladies Lounge scoring that upwind break, this could make the game all the much harder for Hills to get the result that they want. Kath Matthews can't find the reset. Looks down the field, gets some meters. Geisler. She's had some great throws. That lefty flick has been on point. And I put the mocker on her. What a bid. I jinxed her, unfortunately. Oh, if only I could,
curse,
if only I could take my words back, she would have completed that pass.
Dan. We'll just put it down to you.
Oh, that bid.
Getting totally vertical, horizontal.
Yeah, that's Jenny Beard. All right, coffin corner for Tara G. And again, a horizontal, and it's a completely poachy Ladies Lounge defense.
I like the look of this. This is actually a really smart play.
Oh,
when the team's
and it's
going
generated a turn right on the corner.
That's exactly what they wanted. They didn't make any meters whatsoever. They went back, essentially.
Well, Don is going to bring it in. Looks to the open side, doesn't find it. Matthews gets the reset and is going to try and thread the needle. Leone gets a hand on that one, gets a block. Hills.
Ladies Lounge are trying to cram it back into that space again. What they need to do is actually swing it to the other side where there's less defenders and just pop it into one of their players.
Leone going to go with forehand through the cup. McKellar back to the middle. Ash finds Leone. Seems to be a bit more of a standard zone. A 1-3-2-1. McKellar off hands, turn. Ladies Lounge. Matthews, middle of the field. This is where Ladies Lounge want it, and that's the player they want it with. The reset is called. G's going to pick it up and take advantage. Nice defense, however. Salisbury plays it in fast. Matthews again, and now she's going to air it out. It's sitting pretty nicely. Is it too far? What a play! Off hands. Well, it's not for a lack of trying, is it?
No.
That's the second big bid we've seen this point.
These ladies,
if she had caught that,
they're willing to put their body on the line, any one of them.
If she had caught that, we could have just gone home because you wouldn't have seen a better play all weekend. I mean, we could have just packed down the cameras, got in the car, and headed to the airport.
That would have been our highlights reel, done and dusted. The guys wouldn't have to work very hard.
Ash is going to go through the cup, gets read very well.
Run through block, that's what we want to see.
Sandra Poon, she's doing her part. Oh, and there it is, outside in. And Jenny Beard can't track it down. The arm wrestle continues.
The back and forth.
It was just read best there by the wing coming up, making that play, the run through D. And Tara G got it all to do. Very, very good thrower. Played juniors. Ash, McKellar, high side of the field, Leone. She's seen a bit of the disc, has Leone. Working in that intermediate space, bounces off McKellar's hands. She can't catch it. Matthews, working the mismatch. Don, and there it is. Salisbury in the end zone with the score. Ladies Lounge get the result. They're now 4-1 up in this game.
I think the game has certainly turned now, Dan. If you were in Hills' position, what would you be doing now?
Calling a timeout.
Yeah.
Which is what Woody has done.
Funny that. That's great advice, Dan.
You need to get something organised here. You're going to go downwind, which is pretty good, okay? You're going to be in a nice spot to get a score here. You just need to make sure that you get it, because right now you're in a bit of a tough spot. Either the weather changes or you've got it all to do. Going upwind is a very tough ask today.
That's right. Going upwind when you're down as well will be a big slog. They've got the downwind now, and they've got those throws. We've seen that from their handlers. They can just send it. They just need to make sure that their receivers are there, really.
Replays. Ladies Lounge, their offense.
Really nice movement through the handlers. And that was a good switch from zone defense back to handler movement, easily moving it through the field. They had plenty of time with the disc, and they found a receiver who was open. There wasn't a defender nearby.
Well, we're breaking from the timeout. Hill's heading to the line. See a couple of lads in the distance. Ah, it's Max Howden. Shout out to the Ginger Ninja himself. And destination Wollongong. Lovely city, Wollongong.
Beautiful.
I grew up in Newcastle up the road, and this is pretty nice too.
Would you live here?
Yeah, I reckon I would.
Yeah. I love the mountains.
The hills, yeah, the hills right there. And the beach right over there.
The beach. The beach is so close.
Well, Kristen Knott is going to be the one pulling. She's had a lot of the pulling duties for Ladies Lounge. In the very recognisable sunglasses. She's been sporting the sunnies for more years than I care count.
She's a veteran on the Frisbee field.
I don't think I'd recognise her without sunglasses.
That's true, actually.
If I ever saw her without sunglasses, I'm not sure I'd recognise her. Anyway, Hills having to work against a bit of a poachy zone. And unfortunately, Sutton trips slightly as she tries to catch that one. And Knott will pick it up. And she goes outside in. Pretty good throw. Oh, and it's read well.
That was a great one-handed catch.
Ladies Lounge. Could they go upwind again? This could be the game. Knott doesn't throw the around. They're compressed on the strong side. The inside out is not there.
Not usually safe with the disc, just threw it to the ground a little bit too low. Her receiver was actually there.
Well, Sutton's going to get it back and have another crack at this. The horizontal for Hills. The poach is all over the shop. It's going to be interesting to see how Hills break down this defense. Seems to be maybe the magical unicorn of Australian Ultimate, the Clam. Short passes, Stiver pivots through the mark, fakes it, doesn't throw it. Stiver dumps it. And now Hills struggling really to generate any movement or any angles. High release, Goldstiver goes outside in, a contest, it falls. Ladies Lounge are going to have another crack at this, and they're just outside the red zone.
That was a really good zone to put against Hills, because Hills isn't generating those cuts up and down the field. And so they're not giving the handlers options to throw through. So that's why we saw a lot of 1-2 between the handlers.
And Kristen Knott immediately hits open side. And it falls to the turf. Ladies Lounge. If they scored there, 5-1 upwind, I mean, that's a spot to be. And there's going to be another turn, bit of contact. There might be a call there. That's Bell Lee. Looks like it will be retracted. Yep, foul retracted. So Ladies Lounge, get it back. Another opportunity. And oh my!
You might not have seen this on the screen, but
to be fair, she was wide open. Just the
She
wrong
was
end
free.
zone.
no, I like that look. She's just putting her defenders off. They don't know what's happening.
And there's Death and Taxes herself, throwing it open side. And here, could it be 5-1? Ladies Lounge, they need to find something. Kristen Knott. Now with the hammer, Death and Taxes to the break side.
That was an amazing hammer, upwind.
I said it before, she is reliable. Like the sun in the morning and the moon at night.
She's always there.
Kristen Knott. Oh, wow. 5-1 the score. And Ladies Lounge have taken a very commanding position in this game.
They have well and truly stood their ground. They're showing these ladies how to play Frisbee.
Would you do anything different if you're Ladies Lounge?
No.
Would you change
Would
anything?
you? At the moment, what they're doing is working. There's a few cheap turnovers, a few drops. Other than that, just tidy up a few of the catches, but I'd stick it to what they're doing. The challenge is, what is Hills going to do to change up their game?
What do you think they need to do? Is there anything really that's standing out that you feel they need to make an adjustment?
great question, Dan. It's a tricky one because in these
It's not like they're playing bad. at the
No,
moment.
absolutely. I think they've just had a few unfortunate turns, a few drops. The challenge is making sure that the whole team is on the same page. You want to be generating those cuts.
Ash, G, Hull, and now Hills. They're working against this clam. It has been, the clam has been the magical unicorn of Australian Ultimate for so long. So many teams have tried to run it, and it's never worked particularly well. Right now, Ladies Lounge, they're testing it out. Ash, nice movement through the zone. They're finding meters. Ash again, hands like a vice. And there's a block. Sandra Poon, Young, Ladies Lounge. The wind has completely dropped off. Where's the wind gone?
I know. This is the exact same as yesterday. Blustery, and then all of a sudden it dies down.
Okay, Ladies Lounge. Pumps the big throw, doesn't throw it. And there comes the big one. And just too far. Hills will get this back. And with the wind completely disappearing for the moment, all of a sudden the upwind downwind game is less important.
That's right.
So maybe Hills Ultimate have put in a bit of a request with the weather gods.
You say that, but I think you've just cursed them now because the
wind's
wind
come
all of a sudden has just picked up again.
I can't predict it. The Wollongong weather.
If there's only one thing you could say is that you just never know when the wind is going to come and when it's going to go.
Well, one thing's for certain. Hills, they got 60 meters to go. Oh, and the block. Very, very nice there. Walker getting herself involved. And then Poon to the end zone. Beard.
Oh! She almost had that.
Every single time. The Poon to Beard Express.
Ladies Lounge love to get vertical, horizontal. I keep saying vertical.
On G. She's going to air it out. Beard has to run back the other way. She's just had a big beard. Puts pressure on the catch. Hills, they have most of the way up the field. The last throw, it's incomplete. And we can hear hearts break from here, the Sydney district. Their fans, they can't believe it. Well, Sandra Poon, she's going to pick it up for Ladies Lounge. Immediately goes with an inside-out break. Beard gets that under control. Poon near side. It's going to go Young for meters. Oh, and a block. Well read by Ash. Straight out of the hand. She knew where that was going and jumped on it. And Tara G, her chance again. He's going to tap it in immediately in front of the sideline camera. Oh, that pops up in the air. Pack forms. It comes down with Hills. They're catching a little bit of luck here, Ash. Nice throw. The catch, however, was not on par.
Hills are just rushing a little bit too much. They're very eager to get the disc out to the end zone, but they just need to take a second to relax and look for the right opportunity.
Sandra Poon again. The throws, Young, big meters, Ladies Lounge, 3 passes. G misreads it, so does Beard. Everyone didn't know anything about it. It was a knuckleball out of the hand. And Tara G, she has had a lion's share of throwing to do thus far. Oh, and there's the throw. It looks pretty good out of the hand. Does not come off.
Doesn't come off, but a good throw nonetheless, upwind.
I thought that one would be completed. It looked good out of the hand. It just didn't quite get there. Oh, Poon. Again, that lefty flick. And well read, front position. G picks it up.
Great read from Waterwat. She
Hills.
just showed there, height doesn't matter as long as you've got the right space and you read the disc.
And front
Get in good
position.
That's it, front position.
Oh, and here goes Hills. They're marching it down the strong side. Ladies Lounge managed to clap on a reasonable defense now, though. They've stopped the flow. They're still at 6s and 7s. There's no mark on the thrower. G for meters. And here comes Hills. They're on the end zone line, deep in the red zone. The throw to Ash.
Through the hands. But that was looking good. They were moving it across the field. They're on the far side of the field, which is where they haven't been very much all this game. And they actually want to be on that side because then they can easily swing it to the left side and pop it in.
The right side.
The right side.
I knew that. Looks like there's going to be a timeout call. Lots of hands on knees out there. Lots of tired ladies. They have obviously played a game, a full day of games yesterday. And now they're back here 9 a.m. this morning. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the conclusion of this game. We're about halfway through in terms of time. Timeout concludes, and it's going to be Ladies Lounge disc. They're going to work horizontal. You get the feeling, Hillary, that the throwers and the receivers that Ladies Lounge have, it's just a matter of inches, isn't it, really, before they're punching the goals in 2 passes.
That's right. And a turn there. Hills' disc.
The Ladies Lounge offense just hasn't quite clicked, has it?
It's running there's a few slip-ups, I suppose. It's not perfect ultimate, that's for sure. It's no champagne ultimate, but it's working for them.
Oh, gee. Goes big and punts it out the back of the end zone. Just too far. The wind has completely swung around now. It was right to left across your screen. It's now left to right. It's going to make things hard for the players.
Oh, yeah. They're now throwing upwind.
When they started the point going downwind. Go figure.
Oh. Don't you love that?
And Hills, Ash, for the second time in as many minutes, an excellent block. G doesn't throw to the backhand side, looks forehand, goes back to the backhand.
Very frantic look there. I'm not sure what Woody is saying to their team, but I would be stressing, wouldn't you, Dan?
Wow. This is why I stopped coaching. I've already got enough grey hairs for a 29-year-old. And now Ladies Lounge through the hands of Young. Looking for the reset of Poon. Goes, can't find her. Excellent block. That's Margaret Hull making the play. Just getting in between the thrower and the dump, preventing the reset.
That's exactly what Hills need right now. They need a little bit of boost of confidence. They know they can get this back. It's going to be a fight, but they can do it. I've seen it done before.
Breaks.
Oh! And the intercept.
Jenny Beard. She's been everywhere.
Nicely read, close to a player. She could see that disc from a mile away.
Oh, nice outcut there. Covered well by Ash. And Tara G just completely goes unaccountable, poaches the lane. An outside in forehand, it looks pretty good. It's going to go over the defender. Lands in the hands of Ladies Lounge. They're airing it out down the stretch. She's not quite in to bid for the score. There it is, that's 6-1 now. And all of a sudden, they punch it in 4 passes.
Dan.
Yes, Hillary?
Is the game over? Has Ladies Lounge taken it already?
No. We've seen stranger things happen. And I think the weather is doing a favour for Hills right now. The wind is really not as much of a factor as it was in the first kind of 20 minutes. It's really died down out there. It's the little things right now that Hills need to start doing, isn't it?
I think that's it. I think they need to focus on 1 or 2 things, not get too caught up with the big picture. What would those small things be that you would say to that team?
Throw it to an open receiver. If you can't see their chest, don't throw it to them.
It's as simple as that, isn't it?
Sometimes, ultimately, it is as simple as that.
Yeah. I think that's very true. I think what we've actually seen is they've been throwing to a lot of receivers who have a defender right on their arm, right on their shoulder, and we've seen a number of times that defender has just reached over and grabbed that disc from them, taken it away, snatched it away, and they've said, this disc is mine, we're going to continue playing. And that's why you see the scoreline, Ladies Lounge 6, Hills 1.
Kristen Knott going to be pulling for Ladies Lounge. It's pretty good. It's going to land around 10 metres short of the brick mark, I would say.
That's nice, though. Nice and floaty. Gave the team enough time to run down and set up a zone.
McKellar picks it up, goes to Sutton. Doesn't throw it. Leone gets the reset. Sutton, quick 1-2. Zone defense for Ladies Lounge. They're throwing a wrinkle. McKellar goes high release.
Oh,
it's pretty
great
good.
Look. That's what you want to see. Throwing over the defenders to a receiver who has no defender around them.
McKellar very, very tall. Able to elevate, get that disc. Flying nicely. Leone has been working well in this zone offense for Hills. She seems to be quite the promising young receiver. Leone again.
Swing, swing, swing. That's right. Get it to that side. Get it moving.
McKellar gets it back. Nice movement now, McKellar. 1-2. McKellar again. She's working it. They're going by inches, but it's working thus far. McKellar gets the reset. Sutton doesn't throw it to Leone. Ladies Lounge, they're holding containment thus far. McKellar gestures where she wants it. Elects not to swing, goes high release. Slides sideways and goes out of bounds.
Just couldn't get it. Just a bit too much angle. It must have been released with an angle out of her hand, and it just flew right outside.
Kristen Knott's going to bring it in. Looks for Kath Matthews, covered by Leone. Matthews, though, the amount of times we've seen her do that. Oh, and then throws a wonky one. It was not the throw she wanted. She wanted a bit more outside in on that one.
It looked promising. That one didn't have enough shape on that one.
Kath Matthews up the line, though. That's what she's been doing for what I feel like is 10 years or more. So hard to stop, so speedy.
Kath Matthews, a powerhouse on the field. She's hard to stop, really. She's small and mighty.
Oh, Sutton. Sutton goes straight away, and it is misread. Wind catching it, elevating it just a little bit. Ladies Lounge get another opportunity on offense. Are we going to see 8 points here? Are we going to see a halftime before the game ends, do you think?
50 minutes in, and we've only got 7 points on the board. I think we will.
Matthews. Going to bring it in. The wind, by the way, is now a crossfield wind, coming from the top of the camera to the bottom. Just in case the players didn't have enough to think about, they've now got a completely different breeze again. Nice grab. And Ladies Lounge back through the hands of Matthews. She goes with a pretty good throw.
Nice and low. She knew that wind was playing havoc.
Bugiar goes to the near side. And it doesn't work out. And now Hills get another opportunity. It's not like Hills haven't had opportunities this game, is it, Hillary?
No, they've had ample opportunity. They just need to convert. What I noticed in that previous offensive point for Hills is that they don't have much momentum with the disc, particularly when they're playing against a zone like this. They need to move it quite quickly across the field, and they get quite stagnant and static, and that's where Ladies Lounge can just lock in and tighten up their defense, and that's where they get these blocks.
The Ladies Lounge now. Kath Matthews has a quick conversation with Kristen Knott, sorting out who's doing what. Leone playing a long way off Knott. Clearly looking to control that. Strong mark there on Matthews, preventing the break. Knott comes back to Matthews. Matthews bids! Oh. If she was any taller than 4 foot, she would have got that. It was a huge layout. And there goes Sutton outside in. Looks pretty good. It will be complete.
Had pressure, though, from a defender running right in.
Goes fast. McKellar. Back to Leone. McKellar. McKellar seeing lots of the disc along with Leone. And there you go, as you say.
See, this is the challenge now. They throw and they stop. They need to keep moving, but that's also, they need their receivers there before they actually catch the disc. They need their receivers open. They need to be timing their cuts better, and they need to be moving in and out. Everyone needs to be moving and running.
Well, there's the turn. You felt like it was just a matter of time. Diperna with the play. Gets herself a block, gets on the stats sheet again. Not. Open side, good looking throw. And there's a big throw into the end zone. It's going to float. The play will be there. They have an opportunity, and that's conversion. It's now 7-1. Ladies Lounge with a hell of a performance thus far in trying conditions. If you had to predict what the scoreline would be at this stage of the game, you wouldn't have said 7-1, would you? You would have said 3-4,
That's
maybe.
right. It feels closer than it actually is. On the scoreboard, you look at it and you think, Ladies Lounge must be just dominating it. And they are, but the points are long. Hills are still in it. They're still fighting. They just need to be conscious of where their receivers are, making sure that they throw to the right opportunities, pick up that momentum as well. Any advice for Hills right now?
Well, I think the scoreboard is really just telling the tale on completion and execution. That's really the only difference right now, is the execution. Ladies Lounges eventually getting it. They're eventually completing, they're eventually executing. Whereas Hills, they're just not getting it. They're not getting that execution, and it's just not there at the moment.
That's right. Ladies are just waiting. They know they've got this good zone that's throwing off Hills. They haven't been able to break it. They don't know what to throw through. And they're getting the turn, exactly what they want, and scoring.
It was just a little bit of an offside, but that's all right. Not called. Oh, and Ash can't catch that one. And Ladies Lounge, this is to take half here potentially. And Poon is going to pick it up. She's been a bit of a sniper every single time she's had the dish. She's been looking to score, and there's Don. She catches that one. That is half time. Ladies Lounge are going to take this one. A commanding lead as we head towards the 60th minute, and maybe they're booking their place as the second seed heading into the round of 16 single elimination. Well, coming back after half-time, been a thrilling game thus far. Lots of opportunities for both sides. Hillary, did you have a chance to listen in on the Hills huddle?
Yeah, I just had a quick chat to Woody, the coach of Hills, and he was just saying his team just needs to attack the disc a bit more, and essentially he just wants them to polish up their offense. Basically, he knows that they can do it. They just need to finish it at the end of the line. But they're all feeling it, and they know the game isn't over until it's over. Dan, we've seen bigger comebacks before.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen plenty in your lifetime of Frisbee.
Yes. I was nearly on the receiving end of one of the worst I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, we managed to pull it off, though. That was a 14-point run that we nearly went on the other side of.
Ooh,
so,
that's a big run.
Yeah, we were up, what was it? I think it was about 13 or 14-1. And then we lost lights. And, yeah, we went down 10 points in a row, but I managed to finally score the last one.
Yeah, I can test. So it wasn't stripped, so it's yours on the line. Yeah. Yep. Go straight up.
As we see, we've managed to fix our game advisor mic, and we managed to hear the conversation there. And I actually managed to have a quick chat to Dusty Chock, the coach of Ladies Lounge, and he was saying that it's just small things. He's happy at the moment, and
Well, you would be, wouldn't you?
well,
Your team's got 7 points up against the other one. Comfortable lead, would you say?
very comfortable at this stage at 9-1. He just wants a little bit more clarity in terms of the stacking, and he's also wanting to move to more of a straight-up mark and let them throw the deep one against that straight-up. See contest in the end zone.
That's right. We were seeing a lot of big hucks down to the end zone from Hills before in the previous points before half. Clearly he wants to stop them. He wants to put that pressure on them and see what they can put out.
See the one and only Owen Shepherd.
I also had a chat to Woody about the winery tours and their
Oh,
training.
Yes.
He was saying that instead of going to SMO, he thought, why not hire a minivan and take the ladies out to a winery? You know, what's better than playing Frisbee is drinking wine. And I'm all for that.
Well, Sydney is in a reasonably good spot for wineries, and especially out in kind of the hills area.
That's right.
Also, the interesting thing about the Hills Ultimate team is they've got this interesting demographic where they've got lots of, Worlds players, ex-Worlds players that are now mothers that have, come back in the sport. And then they've got lots of young kids. There's all of the kind of those middle ranks, they're all playing for GWS, obviously, in Div 1. So it's this really interesting mix of old heads and young heads, these experienced, supremely skilled players, and then these kids that really haven't played that much. Oh, and there's a block. Tegan Don, I think, getting a hand on that one. And now Ladies Lounge, another opportunity for them. They only needed one possession last time. Don gets a pretty good reset there. Poon with a good-looking backhand to get it off. Gets it back now, does Poon. Looking down the field. Don goes up the line. Not quite in, gets called back, makes up her ground, and is going to throw one that's going to pop up, and it's going to go out off the hands of Hills. The wind is back, and it's going to be Sutton playing it in for Hills Ultimate.
Very close receivers here. I would tell them to clear out, get out of the space.
Oh, and gee, that wind is just killing the disc.
Causing havoc for Hills right now and for Ladies Lounge. Let's see if they can convert here.
Conversion has been the story of the game. Execution has been the story of the game. And it's been Ladies Lounge that have managed to do so and Hills that have not. And there's the conversion. That's 10-1 now. And this scoreline, you couldn't have predicted it. There's no way. Nobody would have predicted this.
No. I really want to see Hills get some more points on the scoreboard. What would you think they have to do now? They're late in the game, 10-1. The wind is picking up. They need to make a few adjustments. Is there anything that you would change other than what we've spoken about?
I feel like their opportunity has been and gone, to be honest, Hillary. I think the door
You think it's over?
I think the door has closed. Their opportunity was really just before half there where the wind had died down.
Oh, no, Dan.
Things had settled.
No, Dan.
What do you mean, no?
I'm an optimist. I want to see them. I want to see them close the gap.
No, I'm a pessimist.
Bring it
I'm
back.
sorry.
It's not over until the game's over. That's what Woody said, and I'm sticking to that.
I'm not going to disagree with you because you are correct. And stranger things have happened, but I really do think, in the words of Stefan Rapazzo, that this one is all over but the crying. And Kristen Knight has been pulling upwind all day, and all day has been landing it consistently around that brick mark, which is pretty good considering the conditions. Ash comes near side. Knight's underneath it. There's two there from Hills. Not though. Death and Taxes gets herself a block.
Not sure how Nonny Knot's going to feel about that. She already has a nickname.
Well, as a commentator, you've got to come up with your own nicknames.
Hill's putting on an interesting zone here.
Forcing to the low side of the field. And for those not familiar with ultimate jargon, the low side is the side that the wind is blowing to. The high side being the side that the wind is coming from. A turn is the result of that play, and Ash picks it up and immediately looks for the end zone. There's nobody in that postcode, however.
Just a little bit of polish, Woody might say. They just need to polish up what they're doing.
Ooh, that disc very low, not caught. And Hills, their opportunity. This is really, they need to score this. There's no option here. They have to score.
They're on the doorstep of scoring.
Can they get it done? Middle of the field, near side,
Nice.
McKellar, open receiver.
That's it.
And Hull loves it. She loves it. And we love it too.
Yeah.
That is what they needed.
They're cheering. They're happy. Another point.
Oh, and a hug for the coach.
That's beautiful. They've come out here to have fun.
Outstanding.
And they're having so much fun.
Outstanding open side cut. We see the disc movement here. Comes back to the middle of the field. McKellar is open on the near side. Gets the swing. And then the cut. Look at that. She is in an acre of space. All alone. The
So
defender
free.
not even in the frame. Loves it.
If they could just repeat that for the next couple of points, they might see a few more scores on their board. Dan, when you're down this much, can you enjoy the game? Do you have fun?
Anytime you're playing Frisbee, it's never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Even when
true.
you're getting stomped, you know,
Yeah.
all you do is you just go out there and you practice the things that you need to practice. Like, you can never have a bad time on a Frisbee field.
That's
Is
so
my
true.
philosophy.
I would absolutely agree with you this time.
You know, if I'm on the Hills team at this stage, this is where I'm going to be thinking about, hey, let's try some of that stuff that I've been practicing and have never really pulled out in a game. You know, let's try that short-range lefty backhand. Let's throw a scuba. Let's just see what happens, because at this stage...
It's all about having fun, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and practice and experience is a big thing that, you know, it changes your game for the better. Oh, here we go. You felt that maybe was going long. Poone's going to dump and swing it. Don again gets it back. Can't catch it, though. And Hills in a pretty good spot. Sutton's going to pick it up. She was hot early, has got off the boil, and is going to throw an outside in. It's going to hell off hands. It just It's just not going right for Hills. Poon comes down the near sideline. Throw through the cup. Incomplete. Flying can't connect. And here comes Tara G. Nice throw to Goldstiver. Throws the fake. Looks for G. Gets the reset. Sutton goes hard. Dominator movement. Leone.
Good attack of the disc there. Woody would be happy there.
Leone has looked great today. She's had a great game. There's a pick call. Didn't look like it really affected anything. And Tara G still on the low side. Hills have really struggled to generate width today. Goldstiver can't get the swing off. Comes near side to Sutton. Again, they're working in the 10 metres nearest to the sideline.
They need to swing it.
Oh, and there's a hand block again. Boogiar getting a big piece of that one. Sutton, for the second time this game, has got sent back and rejected. And we've got a trap. And there's Sutton.
That's what we want to see from Hills. Great read.
She was on fire early, went off the boil. Maybe we're seeing her come back on the boil. Sutton doesn't throw it to G. She wants the around, it floats. And it ends up in the hands of the ladies' lounge. Don gets it in between two defenders. Nice break into the middle of the field. Plyan can't get it under control. Goes with the one hand and it drops. Sutton looking still as Sutton. Near side to G. Good movement from Hills. They're on the low side again, however. Goldstiver looks for G. Can't find it. Covered well by Don. Sutton drives hard. And hand blocked?
I'm not sure. The camera was in the way. I couldn't see.
Sandra Poon is going to gesture, get on the other side of the field and then hawks it. Near side, it sits up. Goldstiver has it covered. And Hills. We have a replay. Let's see what happened here. It was the, it was a hand block.
Very
That's
nice
the
hand
third.
block.
Ladies' lounge. I don't know what their training regime was, but apparently quick reflexes is a result. Tara G puts out a pretty floaty one. Sandra Poon's underneath it, so's Leone. Poon reads it best. She'll pick it up straight away. Goes to Don near side. The line trap is on for Hills. Poon gets it out.
Great swing. Moving across the field, that's what you want to see.
And immediately Ladies Lounge are off to the races down that far side. Gets contained well, however, with Hills. The zone's back on and travel is called. If she catches it, it'll come back. It was the throw before, so it'll come back to the throw. Maybe we can get Lucy Alexander, game advisor, head of game advisor for the match.
So the travel didn't really seem to affect the play there, so the players have decided to bring it in where the travel as a play-in.
Thanks, Lucy. This turnover will stand is what she's getting at. Didn't affect the play, so a continuation applies. Goldstiver. And now Hills, they're off to the races.
This is great movement.
Much
very
better.
quickly.
And there's Sutton popping up again. She's got the dish, she looks, breaks. Oh, and Poon cuts it off. Don combining with her handler teammate. They've been so solid. This game has Don and Poon. Their connection has been very, very good. Pline Comes near side. Poon again with the disc. Oh, and she's going to put it up. Goldstiver's underneath it. She's the tallest one there. She reads it the best. Goldstiver owning the skies. And off Hills go. The Ladies Lounge defense a little bit broken, but the Hills offense not moving at all. Leon backs up well and catches that frisbee. She has had it such a great game, has young Leon. Finds Sutton, the wind, however, bobbling that disc. Tegan Don walking to it for Ladies Lounge. Again, their opportunity. Oh, that swing. Wow, what a throw. Into the wind, no worries. Poon's going to get the reset. Gets around the edge of the cup. Ladies Lounge, they're finding space with their offense. It's looking pretty good. The Hills' ultimate defense, however, finding containment. Poon's looking for the end zone. Goldstiver.
She's there yet again.
Owning the skies is Emily Goldstiver. She's not done. She wants more.
Her nickname's Shoots. Is it because she shoots for the stars? Gets the D's.
Maybe.
G bringing it back in on the corner, on the low side of the field.
Just going to call timeout. Good idea. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this game. We've only got 90 seconds of regulation, and then we'll see the last point. Well, that's the timeout, and that is theoretically time cap. However, the time is kept by Lucy Alexander, head game advisor for the match. Oh, Tara G, just that wind. Making the disc so hard to catch today. Just moving it through the air.
It's been causing havoc for Hills, also for Ladies Lounge. But it is just the testament of a good team if they can read the disc and grab it.
Ladies Lounge, obviously with a lot of very special players. One of which, Sandra Poon, she's had a great game, and oh, what a catch. I mean, the throw was pretty good, but it was low, and there is Ladies Lounge punching in their 11th score of the game to make this one hell of a game for them, and really one to forget for Hills. Man, those hands. Down low, moving away, behind you, balances forward, hands are back.
Caught it just before it hit the ground.
Impressive.
Very impressive. Had to get incredibly low, almost an awkward position. Don't know if I could do that, Dan.
You're very tall as well, so that doesn't help.
It does not help with these low throws. Sometimes I've just got to lie on the ground to get them.
Okay, so assuming that was time cap, we should be playing to 12, I would say. However, we'll have clarification shortly as to what the game's going to go to.
Yep, so we just confirmed with the teams and it's definitely game to 12.
Thank you, Lucy Alexander, head game advisor for the match. Game to 12 is the official verdict. And Kristen Knott, she's had a great game thus far, working into a very tough Reese again and again.
It's a very nice pull.
That's the best one yet.
That's right. Save it for the last.
Oh, nice bid. Ash unable to connect with the receiver, and Ladies Lounge now just outside the red zone. And their opportunity to win the game. And the disc is in the hands of Kristen Knott. Nice meters, open side, and no, it's not complete. The physical effort was there, the completion was not. Bouncing off the hands. Oh, just too far.
Ash bringing it back in.
Goes backwards. And there's a zone for Ladies Lounge.
It's a good idea there, putting on the zone in the last minute.
Wanting to hold this disc down in the end zone. It's Callahan country. And, well, that's enough of that. It's blocked. Salisbury. She's been in and around the disc, had a couple of blocks, couple of scores. And Kristen Knott will pick it up for Ladies Lounge. Another opportunity to finish the game here and take a very, very good win. Kath Matthews gets the swing. Looks for the break, gets it. What a throw. Salisbury. That one's a bit wonky. It was caught. And now the inside break, it pops up in the air, and they've done it. Ladies Lounge have turned in a hell of a performance here to win 12-2 over Hills Ultimate. You wouldn't have predicted it, but wow, what a showing. They have turned up and put it into a new gear. Hillary, your closing thoughts?
Inspirational. Ladies Lounge, a team that didn't play any tournaments together, came down from Queensland, Div 2 Nationals, and have just shown the ladies how to play. Loved it.
Well, that's going to do it for us for now. We're going to be covering games all day today and tomorrow. Make sure you tune in again for the next match, which will be from the Opens division. And we look forward to seeing you then.
Multi.tv.